info at all?
Oh, Lord.
Where'd it go? I screenshotted it anyway. So... Alan Krebs, Krebs. That'd be somebody you know.
What did it say?
Okay. So anyway, Constance was over here writing. It must have been. I don't even know what.
Who did you say? Constance?
Oh, it's somebody that's writing, responding to Constance, because Constance is over here on my channel telling me on one of my community.
She's referring to a comment a guy left on her community tab post from 3 days ago. The post. Constance, you wanted to know what my issue was with you? Well, I'll tell you here. Seems how you talk over people and so fast because you were never hurt as a child, as Nick777 said yesterday. I was a spoiled ass only child. Try again. You sided with Chris is back, Chris, and her new name now is I Need a Date, when you then were clueless as to what happened also. I have never sided with anyone. I was right, wasn't I? You were warned about her and her actions, but she gave you that attention. You thrived so hard for it at that time, so I get it. I never sided with anyone. None of that made any sense. I gave you another chance, and you went colder with your thoughts and action on Allison Mulaney, Hunter. What the hell are you talking about? I went colder with Allison. You dug into a case the same way everyone else did. Now you're in denial. Dug into what case? Your mouth runs 100 miles a minute with no facts. Always your nasty opinion on others. Remember what you said last night? Yeah, think about that a little bit before you get yourself wrapped up into something you don't want to be. I said a lot that night. Narrow it down for me. You're not exposing Ernie, Constance. Many channels on many social media platforms have already tried that, and he's still here doing his thing. Don't bring me into it.
Or whatever, that she says, for the 4,667 blah 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 time, I have never said I was exposing Ernie. I said I was trying to verify his qualifications. Ernie has put out there that he already had. Well, I'm arguing with her, whatever, telling her fucking full of shit she is. And then this alien comes in and says, what's your full name? Talking to Constance. I'd like to do a background check on you to see your qualifications, or what your qualifications are for verifying others' qualifications. FYI, I, with 5 other people, ran the second largest small computer network in Central Florida. Disney was the first. My resume fit on one sheet of paper. I had no college background and learned all that I knew was hands-on work, and I won awards for my work. You and your group seem intent on finding fault with Ernie. Some of us have a pretty good idea as to why. Perhaps your talent should be better spent exposing people like Warren Jeffs, a truly sick and evil person people need to know about. Please post your name and your resume, so capital letters or whatever, and yours and your name, online, so we can all see what you've done and what
qualifications
are. Respectfully, he gave his full name. Respectfully, Gary. Whoa. So yeah, the Constance is being seen through by everybody, not just you guys over here. Like we all.
Let's see what other people have to say about you on your post.
I cannot express to you enough how annoying this whole situation is because you are on YouTube. Just shut it down. You've been here 4 times last week trying to get a PPO against Nick 2 times and some other person. 4? Twice last week. Twice last week.
Yeah.
You were
because of this,
here.
I'm trying to shut this down right here. The third party stuff. I'm getting stuff back and forth. Texting back and forth. That's what I want shut down. That's it. I want to be left alone.
She wants to be left alone, yet here she is lying and talking shit.
Then turn off the YouTube. Turn off your YouTube.
It's okay.
If you want to be left alone and have these YouTubers not bother
They
you,
wouldn't have bothered me if it wasn't for her sending that stuff.
okay. And how do you expect me to fix that now? How?
I'm not here asking you to do anything.
You just asked me to do it. You asked me to shut it down. You want to be left alone. And I told you how to do that. Shut off your YouTube.
I shouldn't have to. I use
don't-
that as monetization. That's how I bring
right.
income into my house, honey.
Here's a suggestion: stop lying and creating drama. Watch his lips lies just to get attention from old lightningtiger.
Here's the thing about Constance. When you say things against the people that she hangs out with, somebody said, why ain't you investigating Benny Keys?
Well, because Benny isn't really so much of a fraudster, you know.
A fraudster.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That just shows you don't know what you're talking about.
Who I hang out with. It's kind of hard to hang out with Benny Keys when I'm locked in both these chats and have been for months.
But her saying, well, I don't think that right there. There is no more there's no more
When she
conversation.
said that, I almost spit my pop out and then tried to blame.
So Liv, when you gonna chip your kids?
Well,
You know she's for chipping kids.
right. What the fuck? Yeah. Does that? Oh, I seen a comment like that too. Oh,
She is
that or
for
what?
chipping kids, guys.
Yeah, I
That's
seen a
not
comment like
fair.
that. That's what that was. Yeah, no, I don't know. she's a strange one, Mr. Grinch. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Chipping kids?
The reason I don't like her is because she went after. I kicked somebody out of my mods or whatever. Her name was Chris, and cause she was kind of weird and admitted that she was on drugs and this and that. But whatever. So she ran over there to Constance and that Mama Bear and whatever, and it was those three that went after Allie Mullaney and Hunter and them, and it was recording all their phone calls. So how dare her say anything about any of us with this Summer Wells shit when she was over there doing the same fucking shit?
That is a lie. I'm going to prove it right
All
now.
those recorded lines of Allison and Allie's daughter, True, that's underage, that they put out, that was all of them. Those three.
Me talking to Chris. Any clue what this nut job's trying to say? Also, can you reply to this? Was I ever with you and Mama Bear doing anything? More specific, was I part of anything to do with the phone call to Allie and her family? Follow up. In total, how many minutes or hours do you think we have spoke outside of YouTube and Facebook? Chris replied back, WTF is this crazy biatch talking about? You were not involved with anything that had to do with me and Mama Bear calling out Andrew's lies. The only thing you ever did was clip the lies we did. You never talked to Allie with us, and you were never given any information beforehand. You heard everything when everyone else on YouTube did. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you never talked to Mama Bear off of YouTube. The only time we talked was one of us telling the other Andrew was live and the stupid shit he would say. We probably talked a total of 30 minutes total. I never had a real conversation with you regarding anything of value. I don't know. I was hoping you could tell me. And Chris said, LMAO. Oh, I have not a clue. I haven't talked to her in so long. I said she was on Ernie's channel saying, you know that Chris and Mama Bear and Constance were the ones behind the phone calls to Allison? I was like, what the hell? No, I was not. Can I screenshot your reply and post it on my community tab? And Chris said, when was she on his channel? Oh my god, she's losing her mind if she ever had one. You certainly can. Now let's ask Mama Bear. Mama Bear, can you answer this for me? Was I ever with you and Chris doing anything? More specific, was I part of anything to do with the phone calls to Allison and her family? Follow up, in all total, how many minutes or hours do you think we have spoke outside of YouTube or Facebook? How many minutes or hours have we spoke on YouTube? Thanks. After you reply, I'll tell you why I asked. And she replied, no, you was not. We only spoke a total of maybe a few hours, and I try to speak to everyone on YouTube. I don't talk to many people, so what's up?
So she's so here's the thing. I've watched her, everybody got screenshots of her and stuff going around what she does. Obviously, I think she's probably got something for me. Maybe if I send her a picture like I used to send out, maybe she'll.
Yeah, do it.
Maybe should I sign it and ship it to her since I got her address?
I would definitely sign it right across the butt cheek.
The
So,
butt
kid,
cheek. Okay, I'm looking for it.
there.
Let's see me find one like that.
No, it is a little weird, Ernie. She was saying things like, okay, so what if I am obsessed? Because, like, first she would deny it, and then she'd be like, okay, maybe I am, so what?
More lies. What I said was, if verifying Ernie's stories is considered obsessed, so be it. I guess you can call me obsessed.
I know, and people didn't get a hold of that, and like
Yeah.
she is obsessed, like
Yeah.
very obsessed.
Yes, very. Like, extra obsessed is stupid. You might as well just go and tell the most craziest off-the-wall stories. I mean, she's gonna believe them.
I mean, she should at least, you know, say some good hot things with it or something like that to get the interest in people, you know.
Yeah, but she
Just
says
say-
she's... I won't go there. You have to be hot or sound hot to fucking pull that off.
See, you got to have the accent. That's what a lot of these creators don't do, you know. When I'm doing that, like the Ernie After Dark shit, you know, I'll be like this, and I'll take my voice to a note. You know,
Yeah.
I'll take my voice like this, and
Yeah.
I'll
You do
say,
it
"Come here,
yourself.
baby." Oh yeah, I'll say, "You know what? You're so hot. You look good. Look at those eyes, girl." You know, and I'm just sitting there like this. It's
You have to be hot or sound hot to fucking pull that off.
Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism and commenting.